My wife, 38, and myself had a child 3.5 years ago, and after the pregnancy she pretty much stopped showing me affection. Our sex life took a nosedive and she started to get annoyed with me if I would try to flirt with her. Around the 2-year mark after our son was born, she received a call from an ex-co-worker, Dave, on a night when I was staying at my mother's, and something about it gave me a weird gut feeling, no real reason behind it. I don't have much reason not to trust her, and I told her I changed my mind and I wanted to come home. When I told her this, she became irate and told me she suspects I'm intoxicated and she didn't want me coming home. Once I got home she continued to act angry and say hurtful things. Seemed like she was trying to get me to leave. I didn't leave and she went to bed. Now fast forward 2 months later, I get home from work and she tells me she went to lunch with Dave and he offered her a job at the new restaurant he's a cook at. She accepted the job. I told her right away that I was uncomfortable with it, because why is this guy that you only worked with for a few months years in the past offering you a waitress job years later, when you weren't even a waitress at the job you guys worked together at before? She assured me nothing was sketchy and it was just a good opportunity, and I didn't want to hold her back or be controlling. I don't have much reason not to trust her, at least nothing concrete past a gut feeling, but I asked her to please keep in mind I'm uncomfortable and to make sure it's only professional. Now skip to 1 week before the job starts. I notice her looking at makeup. We've been together for years and she has never worn makeup, so I thought it was strange, but when she noticed that I noticed, she quickly explained to me it was for her friend's daughter's birthday. Then a week later I find the same makeup in her work bag. I didn't tell her I saw it, but I asked, "Are you gonna start wearing makeup for the new job?" She responded no, to which I informed her I had found the makeup. Her response was, "That's not makeup, it's lip gloss and eyeliner." Now I don't mind if she wants to wear makeup, but this felt like deception. Of course I was called overbearing, paranoid and crazy. Then her first night. I get a text around 10 o'clock saying, "Just finished, be home in 10 minutes, but I forgot to respond because I was cleaning the baby's mess around the house." Well, she didn't come home for 3 hours. Finally I FaceTimed her, no answer, and it took about 10 minutes for a call back. When she called back she was still at the restaurant. When I asked why she didn't come home she said, "I was just chatting with the co-workers," but when she came home she smelled like liquor. I asked and she said she took 1 shot of whiskey. So now she's staying after and drinking with the guy I'm uncomfortable with after telling me she will be home in 10 minutes. I assumed since I didn't open the text she thought I was sleeping. When I told her that made me uncomfortable she went off about how it's not fair that she can't make friends. I've never told her who she can or can't be friends with, and basically called me crazy. Then I noticed them texting a lot. Nothing bad, just a lot of back and forth, and when I confronted her about how it's disrespectful to text the guy I'm uncomfortable about, she again told me I was crazy and made me out to be a bad guy. Sometime around the 2-month mark of the new job she asked me to start wearing condoms when we have sex, claiming that she didn't want to get pregnant again, but also went and got tested for a UTI, supposedly, the same week. Once those results came back she never asked me to wear the condoms again. It was weird cause we've never used condoms and the timing of all that seemed really strange to me. Then she agreed to babysit this guy's 1-year-old twice. The second time I put my foot down and told her I was done if this shit with this new friend didn't stop. After that I came home from work one day and found a pair of panties ripped in half in the bathroom garbage can. I feel like something is up. She's never broken my trust before, but the timing and lack of regard for my feelings, plus the little deceptive behavior I've been noticing are adding up and I'm having trouble believing she's not having an affair, and at this point it's eating me alive on the inside. I know that none of this means she's cheating by itself, but am I crazy for feeling this way, and is it wrong of me be upset with her? I feel like I'm losing my mind and my family all at once and I don't know what to do. When I ask her about the lack of affection she says it's because I've relapsed a few times. I was a drug addict when we first met, and have since gotten my life back on track, but I haven't been perfect with it and I have slipped up a few times, but at this point I'm not really buying it. The first 2 years she told me that having the baby killed her sex drive, and so I tried to respect that, but then I noticed her vibrator was moved, and although it's none of my business what she does, it seemed like another deception. "You told me you don't have sexual urges and that's why we're not intimate, but if you are masturbating that's clearly not true," and only switched to the drug excuse after I called her out on that. Am I overreacting with my paranoia, or should I legit be worried?